The stardate is 60381.2. The cadets of the U.S.S. Achilles have been called together for special classes aboard the Achilles under the tutelage of a Klingon officer, one La Hoka, to learn a bit more about hazardous materials, engineering work, and general discipline as a part of a cross educational discipline. For the time being, the Achilles has been allowed to leave its dock with its new tachyonic collider under operation, but it is on a sort of shakedown cruise setting, meaning that it is not meant for long distance travel or any heavy missions. This is just for very quick shakedown and feel out and give the cadets a working ship to work on. So we are going to recall that this is a 3-threat game, and we're going to get right into it. If I can find the place I'm looking for.
Do you need Lahoka?
Yeah, he's right there.
Well, I mean, you need the new sheet. Like, I'm sure that it's not accurate.
Oh, this one's fine. If you can update quickly, that'd be great, though. But it's good as is. So, Cadet Ven is actually acting Ensign Ven currently, so you're kind of leading this group, but you're also learning with everyone else because you do have to finish out a couple of courses. So one of the courses is hazmat or hazardous materials, and you're kind of given your own little part of the engineering bay as a workshop, while the rest of the ship's kind of busy doing shakedown stuff with the Achilles.
Cool.
Which that amounts to go this many. Impulse out to this way, stop, turn around. Impulse this way, stop, turn around. Go near orbit, okay. Leave orbit, go back to orbit, so on and so on. So it's fairly routine stuff to make sure everything works. But what is the one thing Ven is trying to learn today? Is my question.
What am I trying to learn today about?
Yeah, what's yeah.
Like
What's
hazardous.
one thing you're really trying to get out of this?
Okay. I think Ven mainly wants to wrap his head around like the specific levels of of hazardous waste disposal, because learning to identify every single little bit of possible waste you could encounter is a fool's errand. You could spend an entire career dedicated to that, but there are significantly fewer methods of disposal, and you learn those, you you can work backwards from the solution.
Oh, it's La Hoka. That's my mistake. He actually was promoted recently. I had forgotten about that. Give me Ven. Give me a reason plus engineering roll, difficulty of 1.
Okay.
Hoka can totally assist, but the other cadets could assist him as well. But Hoka definitely can because he's the one teaching Ven how to do this properly, because Hoka is an expert on this sort of stuff.
Chemistry focus?
I'd take it, yeah.
Cool. Reason engineering. Well, I got it.
Sorry, actually, mind rolling for Hoka there? See if you
Yep.
can assist the good ensign.
Hazardous environments or scavenging?
Hazardous environments, yeah. Gain 1 momentum.
Cool.
The whole ship shudders. And you can hear the engine behind you winding down and shutting off. And there's red alert. There's red alert alarms.
What? Status.
The computer doesn't reply.
Have you
The
shorted out the
looks
computer?
to La Hoka.
We're on the Achilles, right? Not on the space station.
Correct. You're in their engineering bay, one of the workshops.
Perhaps we should find one of your engineers.
Right. Ven will poke his head out the door and look around engineering. Is there anyone else around?
Give me fitness engineering difficulty 2 as you are suddenly sprayed and the door opens to plasma fire rushing out the door.
Fitness engineering, is that what you said?
Yep.
Okay. I will take a momentum. Thank you much. Oh. Oh no. You know what? I think I'm gonna have to let that ride.
I'm gonna take Colbuck.
Wonder why.
Oh, I mean, we've got some other characters. If people want to grab them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage.
Okay. Starfleet Decoration of Gallantry, I have that.
So you take 3 stress.
4, right?
4. As you get very badly singed, but you're able to kind of back off instead of
Close the door.
freezing in place. You kind of stumble backward away from it, and the doors do not close. There is a plasma fire raging at your door, and it's starting to melt some of the metal in the walls around you.
La Hoka will look around and say, "Hazard suits now. We can fight this, but you're not going to be any use if you start breathing in the plasma." And La Hoka's going to start looking around for hazard suits.
Are you okay, acting ensign?
Control or fitness plus engineering. Difficulty 2. Assisted by ship structure plus engineering to find the suits quickly. Otherwise, you're going to have to pay to get them.
He's just sort of grasping his right arm with his left, where you can see a little bit of a burn. That smarts. That smarts.
Determination on I know what to grab and win.
Yep.
And focus on lead by example? Because he's a law and he's... Okay.
I can assist here with Zeft.
Yep.
Focus in maintenance technician. I know where the things are.
Yep.
Could I possibly assist with Ifasan on using logistics? Helping.
You can, but your complication rate is increased because you don't like Vin very much.
Of course.
Just throwing that out there. We just know Vazan does not like him.
I mean, it makes sense. But with that,
Zeft got 2 hits.
Can I also wrangle command as a discipline? As
You're trying to
I'm
find where in engineering this stuff is, and trying to put it on before the fire starts hurting you.
okay.
Besides, you're not in command. He is.
But I
He's
want
the
to be in
ranking
command.
officer.
I guess I do have a question. On Narendra, because it is a joint star base, does Lahoka's rank hold any
on
value?
the station, it does. On the Achilles, he's the senior most officer of the ship. Hoka's a guest aboard the ship, but his rank does
I
matter.
thought we said
Like,
we were on this station. Did we
no,
say
you
that?
are aboard. You are on the Achilles.
Okay, and I asked that question like 5 minutes ago, and I was wrong. Okay.
All right. I was gonna try to wrangle command so I can and use advisor talent, but I'll rescind that.
Yep. So you have 1 momentum gain so far, I think.
Yeah, unless anyone else is rolling.
Yep. 1 gain.
So everyone rapidly starts putting on hazmat suits. They're very heavy and bulky, but on the plus side, instead of you melting, the ablative layers on the outer part of the suit are melting. But you don't need those right now. You don't have infinite layers, but the heat in this room is not nearly as bad as it could be.
Then we should begin containment procedures.
Is that your order, acting ensign?
So I can see this. So there are ladders here that lead up to other sections of the
They
ship,
lead up
right?
into some of the catwalk areas that lead into the whatchamacallit, pseudo Jeffries tubes that crisscross the engineering bay.
Would I have to like open a door to them?
You'd have to climb up and open the hatch, but
Okay,
otherwise,
so there's a point is
there's
there's
a
a
hatch
hatch
there.
to be opened.
Yeah.
All right. Well, first things first. I'd say everyone get to the ladders and get ready to start moving up. Zeft, help me scan for help me perform scans. See if we can't find just how extensive this plasma fire in the area is.
Okay.
And I'm on one side going over towards this ladder, Zeft going towards the other ladder. Like we're getting a wide range of scanning, trying to figure out like how extensive this plasma fire is in the area around us.
Reason science difficulty 2.
Cool. Assuming we're activating Zeft.
Yep. Well, that's already been activated. Already rolled once.
So, chemistry or reverse engineering? For a focus?
Chemistry at complication increase.
Reason science? I'm not going to take that complication increase. Oh, actually, no. You know what? I will. And spend a momentum for a third die.
Okay.
All right.
That's my plan.
I'll go focus in either maintenance technician or power systems.
Power systems, definitely.
Wow. Okay, good.
Can
Someone generated momentum.
Can we promote Zeph instead?
I think we should.
I I rolled a 2 as well.
Those of you who are not Ven, should I spend 2 threat to make this harder?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Spending 2 threat.
Yeah.
I've been muted this entire time as well.
Did you even have to ask?
For the purposes of this episode, yes.
Oh.
Especially because he said.
I
you
assume
had
there
thought-
are not 2 Lahokas.
Oh no!
Wait a minute.
Fear me, the god
Wait,
of the plasma fire.
You're telling me he's not living La Vie La Hoca?
Sensors indicate that the other 3 chambers are currently flooded. This is the only working engineering bay. And at this point, I will tell you for free, Ensign, that that means that if there's this much plasma fire, it is entirely possible the tachyon collider is damaged and is bleeding tachyons and time dilation across the ship. To remind you, that means that for every second that goes by, 60 are going on out inside the ship, 60 or so are going on outside the ship.
Okay, so every second, you said every second inside is 60 outside?
The exact number I believe
60.2.
60.2.
Okay.
All
right.
Hoka.
That's assuming it's actually damaged. But this much plasma fire, it probably is. You don't know for sure.
Hoka's gonna point at Visan and say, "You help me with the door now," and I'm gonna move to try to find the emergency release or use a phaser or.
Well, the door's jammed open. It should close automatically. It's stuck open. That's why there's fire billowing into the room.
Yeah, that's why. I know we can't close it by hitting the door thing. That it's not gonna work the way it's supposed to. Now I'm trying to figure out if there's a way to get it to work the way it's not supposed to.
Yeah, you could.
Because of maintenance.
Well, just what I say, with that much plasma fire, wouldn't it, while it being open, what fuse open?
It might be, and actually, to that effect, it is a fitness plus engineering difficulty of 5 to get that door to shut, because you have to manually get in there, and on top of that, whoever's next to the door is taking damage. They're just, even with the suit will give like 1 resistance, but you're so close to the plasma fire, you're going to start getting cooked. So it's entirely possible that even if you succeed, you might take enough damage to be knocked out or killed, for that matter. That said, if the fire spreads into the room, you might die anyway. So
for an engineer, this is a glorious death.
This is what Klingon engineer officers live for.
Yeah, we don't always get to go stabbing people, but hey, getting burned alive, that's our stuff.
Is Vazan helping Hoka?
That's your offer.
Vazan?
Author. Slap, slap, slap. Pay attention.
You're defying a Klingon. You're about to get stabbed.
Author?
Then give me insight plus command, difficulty 2.
Oh, fun.
Sun is freezing.
Does my am I getting anything off of her empathically?
I'll knock it down to 1 because of that. Because you have the empathy power, don't you?
Yeah,
talent, I should say.
The empath power.
Yeah.
Insight command. Diff 1. Okay. I'll take 1 momentum. And I get it back.
It looks like Vazan's freezing. Just staring at the fire, Hoka getting ready to approach it, almost certain death looming at the door. She's not exactly rushing to the door.
Acting ensign. Should I help La Hoca instead?
I point at Kobuk and say, "You here now."
Acting ensign? That's the edge closer to the door.
And like
We do not have time
Ven-
for this.
Yeah.
You must.
Ven goes up to Vizan and starts shaking her. Vizan, I need you to focus.
Determination on act fast and think faster.
Didn't you spend yours already?
Lahoka has constant presence.
Oh, right. Yep.
Such a good talent.
Oh, I might actually not do that. Hold on a second. Because if you would accept that because this door is not working, I'm looking around for like anything I can use to pry the door, any tools that are laying nearby that could help me unlock it. So to call this scavenging, like I'm trying to find the tools nearby that could help this job. It's not just grabbing the door with brute strength trying to close it. It's finding something nearby that can help me.
You could, yep.
All right, because then when I buy one or more d20s adding to threat, you can reroll d20s in your pool. Any d20s in your pool. So I will give you 2 and 4 because it's a diff 5 task. Does that continue to make it fitness, or because I looked for tools, does that make it control?
Still fitness.
Okay. Which I will choose to reroll 2 of those. So really counting on Kobuk.
The best Kobuk could do as a focus is surgical instruments. He's using thinner tools to maybe create the gap between the door and the frame.
Complication increase. It's related, but it's not exactly what we're looking for.
That's the best I can do.
Kobuk would make a great scavenger. Hoka has many things to teach him. Oh, okay. Well, I guess last grasp is because we don't want to burn to death, so determination on act fast, think faster to try to re-roll one more.
Sure.
There. Kobuk will get burned, but the rest of us will. And
yeah, as Kobuk starts getting burnt on fire.
Yeah, I imagine he's more sensitive to heat than most of the people in here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage.
Does the suit help?
It reduces it to 9.
Yeah, it's just an EVA suit, right? Or like a
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't fill his track up completely. He has 2 remaining after that. Unless the GM felt saucy to roll some zeros.
Nah, I'm good.
I'll give you 2 threat to avoid.
Alright.
Oh, Van! What are you doing?
Is Lokoka staying up?
Oh, the complication got us both?
Yeah. You're both next to the door.
Okay.
The complication made it go to 9 challenge dice instead of 7.
Oh. Brakul, I only... it's reduced by 4, right? 2 from the suit, 2 from non-lethal.
1 from the suit, 2 from non-lethal.
I thought you said the suit was 2, like...
No, I said the suit was 1.
It's 1.
Oh.
You're immune if you were far away from it, but when the fire's literally licking up your arms as you're moving the door closed, it's like there's only so much the suit can do.
Oh, that's why I asked if it was like an EVA suit, because I thought EVAs were 2. Or are they only 1?
EVAs are 1.
EVAs are 1. Plus environmental seals.
I'm too used to playing in the
body armor.
That said, though, you do take 2 less damage than you would have otherwise, but that's still 7.
9 minus 3 is...
Well, it was... Oh, sorry. Now I have to count up again.
Brakul
1, 2,
is
3,
2.
4, 5, 6,
Oh,
7,
are we
8,
looking
9,
at injury?
10. It was 10 raw. -1 for the suit, -2 more
Yeah, then that
for
would be
Black
7.
Hole.
Yeah, take 2 threat.
Okay.
Hold on that. I
Good.
have the precautions talent. So, I can say that I set up precautions to that. This was getting burned off opening a door, right?
Yep.
Yep. Okay. So, I can say
We're closing a
that
door,
we
but
closing a door, and it was fire damage,
plasma fire.
plasma fire. Okay. I can say that I set up a precautionary dampening in field across the door that could prevent flare-ups as the door is closing.
That would you could save at least one of them from the injury, so it saves you 2 threat at least for the scene.
Okay.
So
I think you can only do it once per.
Yeah, it's
thing.
once.
I'll save. I'm assuming in Hoka has brew call, so he can take a hit, and I'll say Cobalt saved by that.
Yeah, the field come into effect a little too late. Like Hoka gets in there, and and Vizan's just half second too late to protect Hoka, but Hoka seems to shrug it off. And actually, you see Hoka kind of quickly pressing buttons on his hazmat suit, and you see a plate, a melted bit of plating kind of fall away from his suit and clunk to the ground. So he isn't just sitting there with super hot metal melting against his arms. Like, no, that just drops off.
Does Colbert keep the stress though?
He does, yes. The stress
Right.
still happened. He just avoided the injury. Oh, rather, he didn't avoid the injury. He didn't have to. He just took the stress.
Yeah, prevented.
Yeah, Hoka yells and then turns around to Vasan and says, "Your failures are going to kill us all. We must contain this fire."
Contain it to where? The entirety of engineering is consumed.
Then we contain it here. Further waiting to see for more data will only kill us.
But if we act rashly without our data,
If you don't act, we will all die.
I have to
If you
agree with
act,
the
only
Klingons
some
here.
of us
We
will
know
die.
how big the fire is. We know how to fight a fire that big. We need to stop standing around and asking questions.
Help me with the suppression equipment.
Right.
Hi, Commander.
Your power has been reduced to 18. You see the lights dim, and then whoo, as the secondary reactors are kicking in because the primary reactor isn't working properly.
Let's look for the suppression equipment.
As you start typing up on the control panel gives you an alert that there is an emergency containment system that the Alcarans gave for the tachyonic collider in the event of a plasma fire. The downside is that if there are any biologicals in the affected area, they will likely be killed by the chemical foam that'll be deployed.
So what you're saying is someone needs to die to activate it. Everybody else needs to be out of the room.
If there's anyone in these chambers, they're going to get killed by the foam if they're still in there. Assuming they're still alive.
Who cares?
I don't
Deploy the foam.
That would be Acting Ensign Ven's decision.
The
Yes,
ensign doesn't seem
Acting
to be
Ensign.
making decisions, and we do not have time. We must deploy the foam.
Yes,
So,
Acting
wait.
Ensign, what is your call?
So wait, Oh, okay. So we can activate it from here.
Yep.
If there's
Only
anybody
if you
alive
hurry.
here, or here, they'll probably die.
Which is a concern we do not have time to have.
In the opinion of the Klingon.
Also, I'll notice the only actual officer in the room. He's the only. Ven's the only one with the codes. He's the only one who can authorize it because you could be killing officers is the thing. So you're the only one who's probably been trusted with those particular command codes. Cadets wouldn't be allowed to make that kind of call unless there was no officer left.
Yeah, I was about to say the ship is just screwed if the only people able to respond to the fire are cadets.
Yeah, at that point, you're probably screwed anyway. Cadet
Okay.
training is get to the pods and wait for help.
Kobuk, I know that you're a little singed there, but there might be some people who are gonna really need your help in just a couple of minutes. And Ven approaches the terminal and starts to punch in the codes.
But I don't have any equipment.
I'm sure we can find an emergency kit in the in engineering once we get out of this room. Oh, you need me to make a check. I'm sorry, I didn't. Okie doke. Control. Engineering. Div 2. Take a threat. Chemistry focus?
Complication increase. Actually, no. I'll take it straight. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm deploying a chemical solution.
Yeah.
Would you take an assist here?
I would, yeah.
Hazardous environment is a focus.
Yep.
What?
Klingons always seem
Hang
to
on.
pick up after
Oh, hang on. First things first. Oh, god damn it.
Huzzah!
Okay. I'm going to spend my hang on. Legion of Honor. Generate 2 bonus momentum. Spend 2 of my bonus momentum to kill the complication.
And the people in
Roger.
those rooms.
Crew support has been reduced by 1.
Oh, awesome.
As you hear, and through the doors, you can see a silver foam kind of filling the space, and it smooshes down flat into the floor, suppressing the fire and anything else that was in there and crushing it to the ground.
So the fire is completely out?
Yep.
Then Hoko will let out a yell and say, "Ah, that was a glorious victory. We have secured the ship. Good work."
I don't think it's over yet. Something caused that fire.
Hoka, assuming that by saying that he means a person, pulls out a disruptor and looks alert for who this saboteur could be.
We can't rule anything out just yet.
Other people other than Vin. Should I go after Sarai, Kobuk, Zeft, or Vazan?
Definitely Kobuk.
Kobuk it is.
Kobuk.
Or I mean Sarai, because she did try to stab Starix, so we gotta get back, right?
Oh, I'll go with Kobuk.
Okay. Spoke too quickly.
Fitness plus medicine, difficulty of 2, as there's a malfunction in Kobuk's suit, and he's having a hard time breathing.
Hey.
He might pass out.
At least it's medicine.
Does the fact that I'm a Benzite make it more difficult?
Not in particular, no. It's because that's kind of why you're about to pass out. You're basically the atmosphere inside the suit. The hazmat suit's malfunctioned and has isolated you from the outside environment and has turned your environment to question mark. And it's like, I can't breathe. I'm inside a vacuum chamber. I'm suffocating in here.
I'll spend a moment.
You can spend a momentum.
3 momentum generated as Kobuk quickly, starting to pass out, starting to feel a little lightheaded, quickly taps on their arm panel, and they're able to get their environment back to normal inside the suit.
Oh, that was quite okay. Orders, acting ensign Wren.
We must find the
Yes,
saboteur or the
acting
cause.
ensign. Who knows? Maybe the saboteur's still here.
I did see some odd people when I came in. We should move quickly before they escape.
Orders?
Henson?
This is no time to freeze, Ensign.
Hang on,
Tick.
he's having audio issues at the worst possible time.
Tick tock, tick tock, tick.
TikTok? Like
no,
the app?
no TikTok, no. I refuse.
Ensign, why are you asking me to floss?
Get away
Oh
with
my
you.
god.
Ben, you back?
If you are, we can't hear you.
If you're not here, we can't hear that either.
True, well, that's the default state.
Yeah, if you
Wait,
can hear him
what?
when he's not here, you have some problems.
Or some
Yeah.
advantages.
I guess.
I wouldn't call possession by Grinnin like an advantage.
I mean, he is the source of 1/4 of the plots that happen in this server. So
Yeah.
You want to just go to the counselor?
You back now?
Could you imagine
There we
being
go.
There we
possessed?
go.
All right, there we go. Can hear you again.
All right.
What was the last thing you heard me say?
Nothing.
Nothing.
No, you hadn't spoken since putting the fire out.
Oh, okay.
And then Kobuk got burned and we didn't hear anything after that.
Yes. Okay. So when Kobuk like brings himself around with his suit, Ven runs up and says, "Kobuk, you okay?"
Yes, I'm quite okay, but what are your orders?
We need to get into engineering and start trying to pin down what exactly happened in there.
Or who did it in there?
One way or the other. Let's move.
Yes, sir.
The door
what's
does
our
not
marching
open.
order?
It's almost like it's almost like it get melted shut.
Yeah, we
Kobuk-
have to climb and go around. This way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kobuk is not going towards the front.
Actually, that is a legit question. What is your marching order?
I'll follow Hoka.
Hoka is going up the
I want
to the
to roll towards the
entrance.
front.
Say again,
All
Ben?
right.
I want Sorrel towards the front in case we encounter any hostiles. Then Ven. Then I leave it up to Zeft, Vizan, and Kobuk to decide their
Rear.
order. Although I'd prefer if Kobuk went towards the back, given...
Well, I want to be up front.
But that's where Romulan infiltrators strike from, is from the rear.
Yeah, then there you go, Vizan. Just you watch our we need you to watch our rear.
Hey, Zeft,
Yeah.
why can I smell fried calamari?
Going up the ladders to get into main engineering.
Well, there's the 4 workshops, and then there's the physical center core area.
Yeah, but can't we use these ladders to get onto a gantry and then drop down into the main area?
You can. I'm just making sure which chamber you're trying to get to.
I guess the
Yeah,
center one.
Most engineering
Yeah,
operations
we
can
drop
also be
into the center,
conducted
we
from
can get
these
any of
areas.
the exterior areas from there.
Well, I guess, are all the controls we need in here?
Yeah.
But then we wouldn't be able to find the infiltrators.
if that's indeed what this is.
There are definitely infiltrators. But perhaps I will stay here and assist you, and you can send people to look for the infiltrators.
All right. You think that that's a good idea? I'll trust your judgment on that. Keep us posted through our communication channel. Ah.
All right.
Actually, better if I do it this way. That's less confusing. There.
So I'll say someone was locked onto those doors then.
Weapons lock activated.
Someone playing Sarai?
I can.
All right.
Fitness security, even though it's misspelled, difficulty 2.
Is that for each person or
That's
the
a
whole...
Sarai because they're up front looking for ambushes or traps. So.
I mean, observation.
Yep.
I'll give you a threat. Yeah.
Where are you going, Ensign? I need you to help with engineering. Or someone.
Is anyone staying back with Hoka?
Yeah, Hoka's been left behind.
Yeah, we've got to follow the ensign's orders.
Okay.
That's what Hoka originally said. Why don't you stay here with me and they can go look? And then Vin just walked off with the rest of them. Hoka's gonna like look around and go, I don't know how any of this works. Like it's gonna take too long to fix it. So Hoka's just gonna wander off and follow behind.
Say again, Ven.
I entirely misunderstood your suggestion.
Well, it's fine now. Hoka's just giving up and coming to follow y'all because, like, it's Starfleet equipment. It's going to take too long for him to fix any problems alone. Besides, there's Romulan infiltrators to kill, and he wants some of the glory.
Counselor, are you with us?
Yes, I sure am.
Whoop. You find yourself in the main engineering bay, finding a bunch of ensigns an ensign and a bunch of cadets, along with the Klingon officer, dressed up in hazmat suits, and a lot of sticky foam around your boots as you came down engineering to see what the hell happened, because there was a red alarm and it said there was a plasma fire in engineering, which you don't see anymore.
What?
Are
you a
an actual officer?
Oh, God. Ensign Ven, report. What happened?
There were plasma fires all throughout engineering. I had to make the command decision to activate the fire suppressant.
Okay. Why would you need to make a decision to activate?
Well,
all the engineers.
The suppressant is very good at nullifying fires. It's also very good at nullifying just about anything else in the area. So if there was anyone still left...
Oh, God. Ensign.
And you notice the foam comes down a bit, and you can see like a hand jutting out from the foam as it solidifies.
Oh, God.
He is a true. The Hoka will slap a hand on his shoulder and say, "He's a true officer now. He's killed his own people. That's a sign of a good officer."
Ven is just Ven just kind of has this like mile-long stare.
And yet when I try to sacrifice someone under my command, I get yelled at.
Yeah, because you're Starfleet.
Okay.
Maybe don't
No,
listen to the Klingon.
I was talking about the pirate episode.
Am I to understand the crisis is contained?
No, there are Romulan
yes,
infiltrators around. The ensign has not dealt with
well,
that yet.
we don't know that.
I am certain.
Okay,
I have
look,
seen infiltrators, and I believe they were Romulan. They were going to strike from behind and take Kobuk.
Counselor.
Is it just like giving the Klingon like a mix of like bewildered and angered expression as she looks at him?
Okay, look, we only just got out of the room we were in, and he points to the very visibly fused closed door behind him.
Mm-hmm.
So we only just got in here. We're starting to get a feel for what's going on ourselves. Zeft, any luck on the terminal and determining what caused all this?
Well, sir, the terminals in here appear to be a little fried.
Spending 2 threat, Kobuk dematerializes and is beamed away.
Ah, the infiltrators. Can I look for any shadows or signs of ambush?
Insight security. Difficulty of 2.
See,
The hell was that?
an infiltrator.
It's probably medbay.
Take a momentum. Oh, they're everywhere.
You're one of them, Swack.
I mean, I have a disruptor in my hand. I'm ready to use it on whatever infiltrators we see.
Inspiring.
I'm glad to know that Congressman McCarthy is playing with us.
Okay, so I just want to apologize before and say the GM made me do it, and then proceed from there. So with that understanding, I'm gonna shoot Azza.
See, he's blaming the GM, but his Winchester is showing.
No, I mean, I kind of
No,
figured this was about to happen.
This is a regular what's his name from Saturday? Valkris. This is a regular Valkris moment. All right, let's see how bad I can make this.
You're in combat. Hoka is starting. He's attacking Elisa.
Yeah.
Come on, Ven. Get your shit together.
I'm gonna spend a momentum for third dice.
You keep that momentum, spending 1 threat.
Oh, okay.
Because I did this. I'll admit it.
Hey, in that case, Hoka, just spend all of his threat. He has 20. Oh,
don't worry, I'm gonna get there.
okay.
Oh, no. That is exactly what you need, because it was diff 3, because you're all in close range with each other right now. That said, Aza, you're about to get shot. You can spend a threat and try to dive for cover behind, like this way. Oh, sorry, like this way. You would spend 1 threat, and then you would attempt a fitness plus security roll equal to a diff of 5 to dive to negate the shot hitting you.
Thank you for the offer, but I'm not going to take it because Aza, she has combat experience, but she's also like isn't going to be like on her toes when she's in like a Starfleet ship. she doesn't expect to be shot at now. So, like, why would she be ready to dodge?
That's fair. Just letting you know the rule. That's all.
Okay.
So you should always be ready for an ambush.
I mean, to be fair, that's not the worst logic I've ever heard.
Yeah. Is dodge a threat spend only, or can you also spend momentum on it?
It's a threat spend in particular.
All right.
Oh, so I get to spend your threat to help
Well, no.
myself?
Sorry,
That's
you
fine.
give me threats. Sorry.
All right, so how much are you hitting me for?
I think I have to roll first.
It's security.
How much are you hitting me?
Oh, it should be on the
Yes.
sheet actually.
Oh, that's not too bad.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Am I allowed to put in even a little bit of threat into damage, or do you want to not do that?
You could do that, yeah.
Go
I'll
ahead.
give you an extra 4 for damage.
2, 3, 4.
And then I'm gonna swift task and shoot again because.
Well, hold on.
This is an
They-
infiltration. Oh, okay.
They might go down and be dead anyway, so it may be immaterial. You're looking at 11 stress, Lieutenant Commander.
All right. So 5 stress on its own is an injury, right?
Right.
That I should have said lethal, but I did not. So that's
Nope.
my fault.
You said 11 stress, right?
Correct.
Okay, so 10 fills my stress drop. So
Fastest
Oh,
disruptor
God.
in the West.
I'm trying to remember the rules here. So I now have 2 lethal injuries.
Well, you had a non-lethal injury, and then you took, because your stress track is filled, you take another one, which turns it into a lethal injury. So if you're not treated by the end of the scene, you're dead. You're dead.
Oh,
You basically have a lethal wound that'll drop you to the ground, unless you avoid the injury. But at that point, any amount of stress will drop you again, because you're at 0 right now.
Mm-hmm. All right. I'll take it.
You're gonna thud.
Mm-hmm.
Thud.
Okay.
Yeah, Asa, like, I'm totally picturing, like, she does the eyebrow when she looks at what's his name? Lahoka. Just like, who is this guy? And then he looks at her. It's like, oh, of course she must be the infiltrator, and just shoots her. And then and she collapses onto the ground.
Are
Exactly
all
like that.
Are any of these doors open?
No, they're not open at the moment.
How
But
did
they don't,
Asa, did they open when Asa walked through them?
No, Asa came out this way. She came from the main door that leads into the engine. Like, this leads to the rest of the deck.
Oh, well then I will.
This leads to the rest of the deck. I just realized you couldn't see what I was doing there.
I'm gonna swift task to run after the other infiltrators.
Spend 2 threat. Swift task.
I will say,
Fitness
follow me. More this way.
plus con, difficulty 0.
Take a moment or a threat.
Spending a threat, yeah. Gain a threat. Hoka's gone.
Ignore his order. What's wrong?
The turn goes to you. Combat timing is somewhat in effect here, unless you're not choosing to pursue Hoka.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Can I have an action with lethal injury, or am I unconscious?
You go unconscious. Yeah, you're
Okay.
inactive for the scene until someone rouses you awake.
And Ven is going to attempt to stabilize Asa.
To repeat, I'll ask again: Are you intending to have people chase after Hoka, or are you gonna stay here?
Sorrel, do you want to maybe get the Klingon who just shot our commander?
Because that changes whether or not we're in combat timing still. That's why I ask.
Yeah.
Sorrel, go after him.
Currently, no. We're gonna have to catch up with him later. We don't know what's out there, and if we split up now, we might
We
be
know
putting
he's
our...
out there.
Huh?
We know he's out there, and we have an idea where he is. We should stop him before he can and cause any more damage.
Sir, for all we know, that Klingon is the reason this plasma fire started. He's acting irrationally.
Irrationally, but he does seem to think that he's helping the situation, not hindering it.
So motivations and to override the damage.
Damn it. Someone get here and help me!
I can move Sarai. Oh.
As like Ven is currently trying to keep Azza from bleeding out.
You don't have a med kit. It's daring medicine difficulty 3.
Bazan wants to try to giving orders, but I'm not sure or if that's gonna work.
She can't. She's outranked.
Yeah, but it's by Ven. Does that really count?
100%. Otherwise, unless she's committing mutiny.
I mean, you might have to, right? If Finn doesn't do what he's supposed to.
I'll consider it.
I don't like... Take 3 momentum.
Okay.
2 extra dice, because I have no focus on this. Okay. That hits.
Commander Aza, you wake up as Ven does very rudimentary first aid. You're still pretty hurt. You do need time to recover. Like, you need the scene to end so you can get your stress back. But you're awake, and you have a very bad disruptor burn in your chest.
Does anyone remember what color Bajoran blood is?
It's red.
It's
It's
red.
red. All right. Yeah. So she's just gonna like, oh God, Ensign. Oh God, what happened? He shot me.
Vizan, help me get the lieutenant commander to her feet.
Sarai is transported away.
Oh, damn it.
Ensign, I think we have limited time to get systems restored in engineering.
Ensign, don't worry about me. You have to save the ship. Oh man.
Hey, yeah. I know. And Ven leads Azza over to Vizan and says, "Here, take her." As Ven goes over to Zeft. What are we looking at here?
Sir, the panels in here have been exposed to high-intensity plasma fire.
Any chance of repair?
If you replace the panel, sure. Just need to grab a spare from cargo bay.
Yeah, we need to go down to the cargo bay, get spare panels.
Actually, I'm gonna give an insight plus engineering roll, difficulty 2. Something just occurred to me, but I can't tell you for free.
I'm gonna see if I can guess this without the roll.
If you can guess it without it, then you don't have to do the roll.
What about getting a spare panel out of the other room?
Not what I was going for, but that is a solution. Yeah.
I'll
make the roll here.
Yeah, couldn't you use the panel in the other room without replacing it here?
Yeah. I'll spend a momentum for a 3rd die. Focus in maintenance technician or structural engineering.
A maintenance technician would cover this.
Right.
Can I supervise? Or too late?
Rerolling 1.
You can totally assist.
Do our communicators work?
No one's tried them.
Okay. As soon as he's done, I'll try it.
Zeft, it occurs to you that one of the things that you do, and this is like Enterprise era, like this is old school. In an emergency, you can take like a interface cable from a tricorder or a pad, and you just attach it to the control panel, and you can control it from there. It would effectively be doing the override task. So whatever you're trying to do is at a difficulty increase of 1 because you're using the wrong interface, but you can get access to the panel. It's just not as efficient. You could work around.
I've got a workaround, sir. Start pulling out a pad and data cable.
Great. Let's get that patched in.
Aye, Ensign.
Asa is trying to do something, I believe.
Yes, I want to tap my communicator and say, Commander Asa to the bridge.
Someone answers. 1 second. Oh no, I did the. Boop. 1 second. Messages need to be sent.
No problem.
Uh-oh.
I apologize if I broke the scene by doing this.
No.
Oh no. I assume things are about to be made much worse.
Yeah. Gets through to the bridge. I didn't hit him. Oh, hi, Asa.
This is Lieutenant Rylov.
Out of character, I'm still like 50-50 on this even being real, considering the context of last episode, so.
But yeah, Asa, you got a response.
Did you send me something, or?
No,
Nope.
This is Lieutenant Rylov.
Hi, fuck. This is Commander Asa. I've just been shot by the Klingon officer Lahoka. I need a security team alert. He ran into the hallways east of engineering. You need to stop him. He's gone completely crazy.
I will see what can be done. We can put out a call, but we're losing a lot of systems down there.
Yeah, there's been a big fire and people are going crazy. Cadet Vander's trying to save the ship.
Is there no one else down there?
If you know where Arlen is, you can send him, but it looks like a lot of the engineering department is dead, sir.
Unfortunate. If you do find Arlen, let him know that I would like to talk to him. But other than that, I will see what I can do to get that situation sorted.
Excellent. Ava out.
Has Zeft managed to get us cabled in?
Yeah, you're connected. What do you want to do?
First off, ship-wide status report. Can I assist?
You totally can, yep. Reason engineering, difficulty 3, assisted by computers engineering, complication range of 2.
Awesome.
Alright.
Complications due to the heavy damage the ship has taken.
Focus in maintenance technician or power systems here.
Maintenance technician.
Alright. I'll spend a momentum for a third die.
Nice. That's 6 hits, so we get 3 momentum out of that. All right, what are we looking at here?
Typing it out now.
Going to the console, apparently someone did the Macarena too hard.
No, that was last night.
Why would they ever do such a horrible thing?
You
It,
see,
it involved heaven. Don't worry about it.
you see, like Asa like laugh at the joke and then like wince because of how bad it hurts her ribs.
Oh. Ooh. Could we spend a momentum to determine where those breaches are? Or does that mean all? Oh wait, I'm sorry. That means all systems have suffered half our scale in breaches, right?
3, because 2 wouldn't be enough, so it has to be 3 breaches for it
So
to be
all systems
damage.
have at least 3 breaches. Okay.
Yep.
Well, that seems like a ship-wide issue. Cause?
That's a momentum spend.
Yep.
If I could find the person I'm trying to message, that'd be awesome. There we go. There you go, Zeft.
All right. Ensign, it appears that the tachyonic collider was activated at full power, and without its calibrations having been completed, we got catastrophic failure ship-wide, and the ship warped randomly to some location, and we've got plasma fires going throughout the ship. This isn't isolated engineering, although it was caused by the collider.
Damn. So we're gonna have to deal with fires across the ship.
Yes, sir, but as we're in engineering, I suggest we focus on that, sir. We know that there's people on the bridge, and they'll be in charge of coordinating fire suppression across the rest of the ship. We should do what we can here, given that there's no other engineering staff available, sir.
Good suggestion. Zahn, I doubt that our Klingon friend is going to be getting too particularly far with this many fires roaring across the ship.
We wouldn't want him to be forced to come back.
Listen, you're
'Cause
not
they're-
suggesting one cadet take on a Klingon warrior by herself.
Second off, Zeft, any logs of recent transporter use?
I can look into it, I guess.
Also, was that oh god. When Kobuk and Saral were transported out, was that a Federation transport?
Insight engineering difficulty 3.
Gross. I can still do that though. That's still within my. That's still within something I can work out.
Oh,
You
going
know
about this the hard way.
what? Because I'm
What?
interested.
What you gonna do? Sorry, go ahead.
On this one, take one threat. One. No. I'm gonna do something kind of fun. One momentum. I'm gonna spend 2 threat, but I'm going to roll 2 challenge dice and spend my medal.
Gotcha.
You get
I don't
both.
get either. Well,
Okay,
that's not
take-
irritating.
Yep, you get 2 threat.
Oh, it's the other way around. You're right.
Yeah,
Yep.
you don't get if we roll deltas.
You
I've
said
ran this
insight
game before. I know what I'm doing.
Are you sure about that?
You said insight engineering, right?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. You know what?
What? Trying to be super confrontational. Don't mind me.
Yeah, we can tell.
Chicken butt.
Uh, gee, but, always ask questions.
Oh, as
For-
a determination spend?
Yeah.
You could, yeah.
Okay.
I just thought he meant in life general.
I mean, you should.
Okay.
Gain the momentum.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, that's a problem. Those transporter beams, those were Romulan.
Oh, God.
I think Lahoka might have been right. We're under attack.
Fuck. I will alert the bridge right away. Good Berkinson. Can I call the bridge?
You can? Yeah, you hit your comm badge. Thankfully,
Uh,
the Klingon didn't shoot the comm badge. That would have sucked.
Is at the bridge. We have confirmation that there are Romulan transporter beams beaming people off of the ship.
Understood, Lieutenant Commander. Where are you getting these readings from?
Cadet Ven.
Visual confirmation.
Visual confirmation. Understood. We presently are lacking internal sensor capabilities. Well, to a significant degree.
Can you raise shields? That if you cannot raise shields, your new primary objective is to get the shield generator online.
Wait.
Shields have
I might have a better
primarily
idea.
been greatly
Well,
harmed,
kind of.
containing internal damages.
If you have a better idea,
Well, not better idea. Let's just say more practical under the circumstances. Zeft, you threw together a pretty old school workaround for getting access to those panels. What do you say about an old school workaround for shielding? And
Polarize the hull
then
plating?
going to suggest to Zeft, let's see if we can't find a way to jury rig, a way to polarize the hull plating.
Polarizing the hull plating doesn't help with beaming, though.
Does it not?
No.
That was a
No.
major plot point of Enterprise. Was
Yeah.
that people could beam
Yeah.
on and off at will. That's why the
Yeah.
Makos got so much screen time.
Oh, that's right. Shit. I forgot.
Their anti-beaming strat was have guards everywhere.
Yeah, have Space Marines just on every corridor.
It had its
then
moments,
that
of
is a
course.
good idea, but I'm afraid it would not solve our problem at this moment. You must return shields to full capacity.
For that, we're going to need power, Lieutenant Commander. So I'm going to focus my efforts on getting the engine systems back online with your authorization.
I will say that for us to be able to redirect power to external shielding, we would need to have to cancel internal shielding. At present, we don't have the power to do both.
Internal
Hence,
shielding, as
giving us
in
power back. Plasma containment, as well as internal security.
right. Okay. All right. Return. Focus all your efforts on returning power as soon as you have enough power, we must raise shields.
Hi, Commander.
I Commander.
Um, what is the cost to get a phaser rifle?
Grabbing it out of a locker, it's 1 and 2.
All
So
right,
one momentum, 2 threat.
All right, can I do that?
You totally can. You're
All
a
right.
senior enough officer. You have the codes to open the locker.
She's gonna enter the code to open up the locker, pull out a rifle, and say, if they being me, I'm not going quietly into the night.
Ooh. Not go. All right.
To that end, Visan, Zeft, be ready to pull your phasers at a moment's notice.
Right. Public doesn't come to that. GM, I would like to try and attempt a damage control task.
What are you trying to fix?
I'm trying to fix the collider, I think,
All right. The
which
check
will increase difficulty. Sure.
Oh, you have no idea. Hold on. Control plus engineering.
I think the comp goes up by 1 as well because it's technically an engine. It's an engine's task.
I'm building the task. Give me a moment. There are a few things
Yep.
complicating this problem.
No, it's just like due to it being the collider, it automatically goes up by 1.
Fudge muffins. Cool. So
Yep. Because it's Xenotech.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't spend 4 years training on
Mm-hmm.
Alcaran engine systems.
Exactly.
It's like, look, we're smart, but come on, we don't know how this works yet. You're trying to fix that. To fix that requires it's a base diff of this. However, that's all that happens. Okay, cool. Oh, and you're using an override task because you're doing it from a pan. You're trying to direct it from a panel. You're not. Although you are trying to fix the engines in the engineering room, so I won't raise it because you're in the room that you'd be doing it in. Control plus engineering, diff 3, comp range 3.
All right.
Also, I'm presuming Zeft has an engineering kit because he's an engineering cadet, so he would have one of those.
Yeah. Focus and power systems.
Yep.
I'll give you a momentum and 2 threat for 4 dice.
Okay.
Yep. Rolling 4. I have. Forgot to set the comp there. So re-rolling the 17
Okay.
with cautious. There we go.
One moment.
Yep.
I'm getting texted. One moment.
Yep.
It may affect what's about to happen. Cool.
Got it.
2 threat.
Hooker returns.
All of you give me fitness plus con difficulty of 2 as you suddenly start floating off the deck as the gravity panels shut off.
Oh,
Oh
what?
dear.
Oh bother.
On the plus side, Zeft, you do successfully stabilize the engine. The breaches are still there, but you're not suffering from the downside. You're not constantly losing power anymore. And the
Yeah.
damage state, the tachyonic collider time dilation has been contained. So you've, however many minutes we've been at this, it's been that many hours.
Yup. So like it's been like 60 hours?
Yeah, about.
Okay.
It's great.
Okay, we lost like a week.
Yeah, cool. Quick question. Can I use repair team leader to spend threat instead of momentum?
1 second, be right back.
You
Wait, so
questioned
it's
so
been-
hard the GM had to leave.
Wait, so it's been 60 hours outside?
Yeah.
Yes.
Good, we can wait for a Half-Life 3 in here.
If it hasn't arrived by the 24th century, I don't think it will.
One of these days, Steven's gonna learn how to count to 3.
No.
Yeah, they learned how to count to 3, as in the $3 billion they make every year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I just thought they
They
counted
learned how to
as...
count to 30% off.
Ah,
And aren't we all glad that they do?
Yeah.
Okay, so who wants to roll this first?
Not me.
I'm probably, from a narrative point, just going to accept a failure here because I'm rolling an 8 without a focus, and Ace is like injured, so I don't know how she wouldn't, mess
Yeah.
this up.
Well, because you're injured, even if you did like reduce the amount, if you took any damage, like you only need 1 point of damage to take another lethal injury.
Is your second lethal, does that kill you?
No, with players it's at GM discretion.
Okay. Well,
Actually, with everyone it's at GM discretion. There's no hard and fast rule on the number of lethals that kills you.
right. It's just if the scene ends. Okay.
I mean, the GM could also decide that you've been disintegrated because it makes sense. So it really is up to him.
No, I have ideas for new characters, so.
Vazan, what is Vazan rocking for this? Because I'm only rocking a 10.
I also have a 10.
I also have 10.
Well, I guess. Take a threat, GM.
I think the GM's not back yet.
I'm back.
Oh, back. GM, take a threat.
I thought you were
Why?
Corbinian.
I'm buying a third die.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Well, you're not allowed. That's against the rules. I'll take my 1 threat.
Yeah, that's about what I expected.
What? Donk, 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 donk.
Okay.
When did Ven start playing Pinball Wizard?
Does he take
Focus.
damage from this?
No, he just can't move because he's
Okay.
tumbling in the air.
Focus in Starfleet protocols for or what the heck you're supposed to do when the gravity cuts out.
Hilariously, yes.
All right.
Can I push the trait of En's rival because I want to do this better than in Ven?
Well, since he failed at it, sure. Diff 1.
Take a threat.
Sure.
Generated a momentum.
Grab, hold, and you're kind of drifting for a second, but you're all right.
All right, I'm just gonna throw one threat at you.
Donk.
Bonk. Hey, we went for the same thing.
Wee! Donk, donk, donk.
You hear a lot of like old lady ow noises.
Lady, ow.
Can I spend towards the value with great power systems comes great responsibility? I have to stay here and make sure the ship gets fixed.
Arguable, but yeah.
Oh
All right.
my god, that's the greatest value I've ever heard.
I know. Take 2 threat for a third die.
Certainly.
I almost asked for a focus. I have a con of 1.
Hey.
Right.
Grab onto the panel. Just
Now-
kind of.
So I was asking right before you left about whether
Yeah.
I could spend threat into repair team leader.
Oh, to do what? Sorry.
Repair breach. Repair team leader allows
You
to
could.
spend
Yep.
breach.
You could.
All right.
What's the
then can
expenditure for
I-
that?
It's 3 resource, 3 momentum, repeatable.
Okay.
So I generated 2 off of my roll. Can I spend 3 threat and 3 momentum, repair 2 breaches to the engine?
One moment.
So it was because it was like an interruption of the task.
Well, I definitely think the momentum spend would go through because.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure you can do 2.
Yeah, it's repeatable. The spend is repeatable on the talent. Yeah.
But do we want?
Oh, I see
it,
what
do
you're
we?
saying. Yeah.
All right.
So you're spending. So I
3
get
threat,
2 more.
3 momentum.
Okay. Boop.
Yeah.
So 2 of the breaches to engines go away.
All right. They're only impacted now.
Yep.
So
now
Zeph's
a
kind
minor
of like
action.
floating slightly.
Yeah.
This is Cadet Zeph to bridge. You should have power back online.
Understood. See what we can do from this side of things, Cadet. What happened to the Lieutenant Commander?
I'm here.
She's
I'm
currently
just.
floating.
I'm okay. I'm just. I don't know how to float.
We're currently dealing
all
with
float down here.
unexplained events across the ship.
Donk,
And I
donk.
would go to deal with that personally, except there's no other officer present aboard the bridge right now.
You were the only one on the bridge.
Yes.
Oh.
Can you
What?
get
That's
shields
not
up?
good.
I am trying my best, Lieutenant Commander.
Your best isn't going to cut it.
Pinball, Asa.
You're desperately trying to get your feet under you.
Well, if you feel you
Pinball
would be
Asa.
able to come to the bridge, Lieutenant Commander, and render assistance, that would be welcome.
Out of sheer luck, Aza's able to find her footing.
Okay. I will make my way to you if you so insist. I want to maneuver to a turbolift door to get to the bridge.
And Aza makes her way, pulling yourself along because you're kind of floating in the air, so you kind of have to pull along the panels and like a sort of ladder and pushing yourself. It's a little. Your stomach kind of turns a bit, but hey, you got a bit of 0G training before you got the uniform. You know, it lasted all of 20 hours.
Yeah.
It was a course.
I thought it was just like jumping into a fighter or something.
Oh, and because I
The
know
resistance.
Comet.
They didn't have any.
Oh, and because I know exactly what I'm setting up with this. Meanwhile, Ven, just floating about there, just yells down to Vazan, Vazan, give me a hand!
With what?
Donk. Donk.
You
Donk.
donk. No, donk. What? Donk. I donk. Ow.
Sir, I can't interpret your orders. I need some discrete directions here.
Get me down from here. Donk.
Discrete
What was
directions
that?
as opposed to.
As opposed to general orders.
Oh, I thought it would be indiscreet directions.
Explicit directions.
That's probably a better word. So yeah, I'm gonna help Vin just by shouting suggestions at him.
As opposed to PG directions. Ven, you can try Fitness Con Diff 2 with assist from Vizan, presence plus con.
No, you gotta bend your knees as you hit. No, as you hit.
And then make a shout ding every time you hit something. What? Never mind.
Oh, no. Nope, you can't even assist.
Ven just really didn't pay attention to that particular class. Donk, donk, donk,
Imagine
donk.
0G maneuvers would be everybody's like favorite class.
I
It
think,
depends. You can't get motion shake.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
I
think
I'm
it
willing
might
to
be,
let. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I think it might be a fun class, but I think it being a fun class is why you wouldn't learn much from it.
And the people who are from low G atmospheres, like, oh, this is great. People in high G from higher G atmosphere planets, going, oh god, I hate this class so
I'm
much.
Literally being pulled apart.
Then, if you're willing to take a hazard roll and damage, you can throw up and very slowly uncurl yourself and get your feet oriented.
I will take it.
You're basically going to vomit a maneuvering thruster.
Well, no, it's in the helmet, right? He's still in the.
Yeah. Yeah, I was about to say.
Oh no! Oh god, no!
There's splash back there.
All they hear on the comms is, I don't.
Mhm.
And then an alert from your computer: a fellow officer is currently having I forget the medical term for throwing up. Yes, thank you.
Projectile,
Well, in theory, I should be able to see the chat. Where'd it go? No, roll 20. Stop trying to do the tab thing. God damn it! Fine, reload.
Don't you love it when that happens?
I'm helping you. I'm putting a little sidebar so you can see the chat and do things. No, roll 20. That is not a feature I enjoy. Why? Who made that popular? I want to talk to them.
You mean you don't want the thing that you need to use for the entirety of Roll20 just randomly disappearing to somewhere you don't want it to be?
1, 2, 3, 4. You're looking at 4 stress there, Vin.
take it.
But eventually, as you clear your suit, you're able to kind of right yourself. As the nausea kind of passes. But oh, you don't feel very good.
You gotta bend your knees is to absorb the shock. If you keep going straight knee like that, you're just gonna keep bouncing off all over the place. strange drowning noises.
I think I'm gonna. No, just gotta. He curls his left hand into a fist and pounds at his chest. Nope, just gotta ride it out. Ride it out.
Fasan just starts making like pretend throw up noise. It's just a taunt.
Just mess with him.
No, I was thinking about so you know that god we had on that one planet, that one away mission.
Shoot.
Uh
It
oh.
was green. I don't think it was supposed to be green.
Green Gach. That sounds interesting.
Focus.
Yes, Ensign. What are your
Yes.
orders for next system to look into? I've got engines mostly back.
Structure. We need to get the shields back up.
Yes, sir.
Belay that. One moment.
I mean, I'll at least say yes, sir.
I mean, you'll say yes, sir. That's true.
Yeah.
I think the GM spent all that threat so I could spill my water.
Uh-oh.
Terrible.
Uh-oh.
4 Romulans begin drifting through the hallways
See,
with
I
their
don't-
disruptor pistols drawn.
You didn't believe Hoka.
No, I didn't.
I told you.
Why is that one on the map layer? God damn it, which one?
Oh, I hate that.
The one Romulan which is
Worst.
very side
That's
of the map.
how well they infiltrate. They literally blend in the background.
Yes, if they stand still, you can't see them.
We're just part of the map. You walk over them, they're like a 2D link just on the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've mastered the art of hiding from Klingons under boxes.
It wasn't
They took
my
training
fault
from Penn.
Ezza looked like a Romulan spy.
She raised her eyebrow and everything.
Yeah.
She's a
Yeah,
Bajoran.
and her hair covers up her ears. You know, maybe she's just like got a weird nose.
Yeah.
You're in combat now. You guys get to act first. There are a bunch of Romulans who have their disruptor pistols drawn, and they look like they're going to use them. Hostile intent is evident.
So well past using the bargaining talent.
I mean, you could surrender, I guess. If
You
you
could
wanted to
surrender, and that
bargain.
would convince them not to shoot you.
Yeah, but
You
right.
come
Mhm.
up with the weirdest.
Do what Hoka would do.
choices,
Death before
Arthur.
dishonor.
I think that surrender is a bad idea.
Yup. I think
If only we still had our security cadet.
That's tragic.
okay.
I know.
No. Well, I have a decent control security.
I've got a 12.
I'm rocking a 13.
Alright. I think you'd be close range, because this one.
Well, I could shoot these guys here.
Yeah, I'll note that each of these guys essentially are still in the hallways approaching, so they count medium in this, because this
Alright.
is all one zone. Each of these hallways are their own zones.
Okay.
Gotcha. Okay.
I can try and make a shot.
Yeah. So I think I'll start. Take a threat, GM.
Do you know what the difficulty is for the shot and who you're shooting?
Presumably this guy here. I presume that'll be a diff 2.
Div 3, because you're in 0G and you're not trained for it.
Oh, garbage.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Zero G combat is its own specialty. It's its own talent.
Hmm.
Nope. Yeah. Yeah, well, we're dead. We're hosed.
Would you guys like to keep the initiative?
Swift
I
Task
think we're
Fire again.
good.
Or Swift Task, I suppose, yeah.
Div 4.
I will point out to you, Ensign, that you're firing a Type 1. Because you wouldn't be walking around with a Type 2 normally. You're a science officer. A junior science officer at that.
Yeah,
Yep.
not quite a real boy
Tiny-
yet.
Tiny little pea shooter, and nah.
Grapple
Turn
him.
goes to them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This Romulan. Firing for lethal.
I'm going to feel really guilty if one of you dies now.
His disruptor sparks and overloads, and it floats out of his hand. However, it is able to fire a beam at Zeft before it
Wait, what?
malfunctions. Wait,
What was the
I think. Oh no, I think I'm short by 1.
Yeah.
Unless they're 0G trained, in which case that
Well, no, it'd be diff 2, but I only
Yeah,
got 1 hit.
Yeah, I was like, wait, you only got 1 hit.
Unless these guys are exceptional and they have a security department of 7.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe
No,
at that
they're-
point they're notables. The elite Imperial Guard from the
I was gonna say,
first era.
if they had a talent, but I think they're mooks, so they wouldn't have it.
No.
Is the 0G combat one specifically? It's like, no, that lowers the difficulty if your opponent doesn't have the training. It's not a div 2 shot, it's a div 1 shot.
I think you
Oh.
guys have to look on the bright side, though. The ship
right.
is so damaged that, like, a disruptor beam against the wall, that's like nothing to worry about.
True. So Zeph does get hit then?
Oh, he does.
They have zero. If they have 0G training.
Yeah.
I swapped out one of the other special abilities for that, basically. So
Man, this
even the
attack
nukes
was...
get some special abilities.
I
Not
mean,
a ton.
I'm not a fan of them doing shit to my ship, but at least they fucking planned it out properly.
Bang.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage is left. Down to 5 because you're wearing your suit. It's still an injury, though. A lethal injury at that.
Yeah. Sure is. Zeft is not very combat trained. Zeft is gonna go down.
And Zeph floats there, and it looks like you can see that his face shield's cracked as they hit him flat, square in the face. Turn goes to you.
It's gotta be Vizan.
I mean, Vizan could try to bargain a surrender. Like that, it's the only bargain that really seems to be, because you know Ramans do take prisoners. That is a thing they do. You also know that they torture their prisoners. So don't
So,
know
like,
if you want to go with that bet or not.
I mean, she
So-
could also just sell Ven out.
I was gonna say, if I surrender, I'll get tortured. But also, if I surrender for all of us, then Van also gets tortured. So
This is some
Man.
spiteful logic for a
I'm a
Starfleet
ter-
officer.
I'm a terrible person.
There's a reason she's not going to graduate.
Really?
Do you wish to try to parlay a surrender?
Or turn sides.
Or shoot them? Like,
You know what? I'm gonna go for shooting them. I'm going to shoot this guy who just shot Zeft.
all right. Are you looking at Diff 3, control security?
3 threat.
Roger.
I don't have anything resembling a focus.
She's like his version of Reverse Flash.
Wow.
That's a connect.
Charge vicious. Sorry.
I hate to be that guy, but you have to call that before the roll. Sorry.
Can
Sorry.
a type 1 charge?
Yes,
Yep.
all phasers
Yep.
hits.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's
They
been
have charge and hidden 1.
yeah, it's been so long since I've held a type
Type
1.
So yeah, it's your security +2, I think, or something like that.
Yep.
It's either +1 or +2.
+1's your fist. It's just you unarmed.
Right.
And
Yes, your Mark 1 fists.
Oh wow.
Oh boy.
And he's stunned. And he kind of just drifts away. Donk, donk. He's been knocked out.
Swift Ass, do it
Um,
again.
No, Swift asks, can I grab this guy and throw him into this corridor?
There is a thing in the way. The core. There's a tachyon collider. You could throw him over this way, though. Arguably.
No, I was gonna throw this guy and throw him this way.
You could give me a threat to miner over to him, because you would have miner to get your phaser out anyway.
Yeah.
And then you could. It would be control plus security difficulty of 3 to throw him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the idea is put this body in front of this guy to, I don't know, provide cover for Van or just obstruct his path.
You're creating a complication he has to deal with. A unconscious body just kind of floating in his way. He's like, damn it, move.
3 more threat.
Roger.
I got nothing to do with that. So have fun.
You spin him around. You spin him around. You spin him around. And then, hup, donk. He bounces off this wall, bounces back towards you, and slam. You hit yourself with the body and kind of drift back a little bit.
On the positive, now you have cover.
I mean, I
On
never
the
knew.
downside,
Should I say I never knew Vazan was a Romulan ball player.
you take 3 stress. Well, 2 stress because of the suit. It's donk, and you kind of slam into the wall like, oh, that did not work the way you thought it was going to. Apparently, throwing people in 0G is actually a lot harder than it sounds. Especially in the heat of combat.
Yeah. Yeah, because it still has mass. It just doesn't have gravity. So, I still have to swing that mass around.
This guy moves over here. Actually, no, not this guy. Well, they both get to go anyway. So this guy's gonna move over here a little bit. Pew! Gonna fire at Fazan. I'm gonna roll. If he hits, I'm gonna roll a challenge die to see how much resistance he takes, because he's kind of acting as cover. He's in the way. Firing for lethal.
I think that's only
Pew!
one
He
hit.
hits. Only just.
Yeah, that talent's really doing work for them right now.
And now for the cover.
Sorry,
Cover does nothing. You take all of 2 stress. And then this guy takes out his disruptor and fires at Ven.
Yay.
Firing for lethal. Actually, no, he's not. He is not firing for lethal. He's just buying an extra die. Uh, 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4. I only needed 1,
Mm-hmm.
so I gained 3 threat.
Yeah.
Spicy.
God damn it, then.
Yeah, that drops me outright, because even if I spent to avoid, it would still fill my track.
Losing my goddamn ship.
The scene ends.
Yeah.
Well, I'm still up.
No,
Don't worry about it, Fazan. Everything's fine.
All right.
I think this
Everything
is
is
my
fine.
command test.
Spoilers.
Do 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 do. Eventually, bear with me, folks. I did not know how that fight was going to go.
It's okay.
Hell with it. It's a break. I'm not going to be too fussy about it. Oh wait, no. Like this. Like this. Oh, I can get rid of this. I said get rid of this. There. That's not what I wanted.
Well, Isa gets all her stress back.
I think you can only get stress back if you live through the injury.
Is it lived?
Isa
Yeah.
lived.
Yeah. That's the downside of stunning someone is that if you don't restrain them by the end of the scene, they wake up.
Mm-hmm.
Where the hell are you, Ensign? There you are. Boop. Boop. Works better if I put you on the token layer, though. There you go. Then you wake up inside a brig cell.
Yeah.
You have been disarmed. Your tricorder's been taken away. Your communicator's been taken away. You have no personal equipment beyond your uniform.
Where am I in terms of stress?
You're zeroed out. You woke up. You've been
Okay.
you've been knocked out for a while.
Damn. Romulans. Then walks up to the force screen, taps it, and it probably back at him.
Oh, 1 second.
Oh no. God damn it.
You touched it.
Ah!
Take 3 stress.
100% to yourself.
Stupid.
Zort.
Oh my god.
Can I get a new ensign, please?
This one's defective.
Worst. Ow. Ow.
Should be able to move it now.
I do it again. No.
This time I lick it.
And she'll roll all twos.
You have to establish dominance, and so you have to show the force field you don't fear it.
That seems like a weird choice to.
Good.
Why is your tongue numb? I tried to lick it.
Ben starts looking around the room. There is nothing in here, is there?
Rylov?
Sorry, I had someone coming to talk to me at just that right moment.
Ah.
Oh, hey, I'm there.
Yeah. Should be able to move the token.
Yes.
No.
The defector has defected again.
Or did he ever defect in the first place?
Well,
Dun, dun, dun.
Good evening, Cadet.
Ben just squints his eyes.
You see Ryloff, but he is not in Starfleet uniform.
What?
What uniform are you wearing, Ryloff?
That is definitely an Imperial uniform.
Oh. Oh, you better be here to let me out of this room, or I'm about to become very, very mad.
You won't like him when he's mad.
He'll throw upon himself.
Cadet, exactly how
He'll throw up on himself and then punch a force field.
exactly how likely do you think that it is I would wear this uniform?
I can barely hear you. Hang on a moment.
Yeah, okay.
Is Ralph quiet for anyone else, or is it just
Yeah,
me?
I don't
that's
know.
just
Okay.
that's just an issue.
It is. I was going to say, Cadet, exactly how likely do you think it is for me to wear this uniform?
Guessing not very.
Why are you guessing that?
So, when you were on the bridge, you had no intention of helping us at all.
I think you're misunderstanding the situation quite wildly. What do you think the purpose of that first question was?
I legitimately cannot hear what you're saying.
Oh boy. What do you think the purpose of that first question was?
I don't know. You tell me.
I'm trying to find out how well you know me, Cadet. There's something very weird going on. And either you answer the questions appropriately, or you are one of the weird things going on.
I want to get an using my empath abilities. What emotions am I getting off of Rylov right now?
Insight plus medicine, difficulty of 2.
He seems to be having the Romulan emotion.
Which is vaguely
take that.
irritated at everything.
Gain of momentum. What is the primary emotional state of Rylov?
Primary emotional state of Rylov. Irritation, frustration.
Wait. You're
Waiting.
frustrated. You don't know what's going on either, do you?
I know several things that have gone on, and I know several things, or I know of several things that I can't explain that have gone on. I think you would
Okay.
also find that frustrating. That
Well, what
seems to be
can
a
you tell
failure.
me?
That there's been some sort of infiltration.
There's been some sort of a what?
Infiltration. The thing you reported up to me as having claimed to happen. So we are both aware of that aspect.
So then, you in the uniform, let me
Now
guess,
you're
you
putting
just
it together.
beat up a Romulan and put on the uniform?
Yes.
Okay, well, that changes things then. Are you gonna let me out of here?
I can certainly try. So he's going to go up to the panel,
Okay. What do you do with the panel?
and he's going to press buttons in the attempt of lowering the shields.
Okay. Yeah, it's uh, doesn't seem to be working. There's no difficulty here. Sorry.
Um, Cadet. Sorry, it is Ensign, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's been distracting, quite distracting for today. Did you tell your command code to anyone? Or did you enter it in anything recently?
Oh no. Yeah, yeah. I had to enter my command codes in order to initiate the fire suppression systems down in main engineering.
My guess is they intercepted that, and this is, I would call, a quite ingenious means of keeping you in here. The code to open the door is your command code, which I naturally don't have.
Right?
If you would be so kind, unless you prefer to wait back there.
Okay, well, I don't think I have any other choice here. Um, Ven rattles off his command code.
Insight command difficulty 2.
Oh no. Take him. I'm gonna spend a momentum.
Sure. Continue.
Womp womp.
You rattle off the code.
I wasn't supposed to do that.
Thank you, Cadet.
Oh! Fuck!
I tried not to laugh. I'm
You
sorry.
honestly just gave your command code away, you fucking idiot.
Ensign, you are currently in a cell. What do you do?
Besides, beat yourself up.
Oh, damn it.
I was trying to keep a straight face that entire time.
Oh, I hate you so much.
You're welcome.
Oh, I hate you so much. Ben is going to try and look for any kind of access panel, because I mean, I know, these things are meant to hold.
Sorry, insight security difficulty 2. I had it
Okay,
backwards.
it's all the same stat. Reverse engineering.
Arguable, yeah.
Can I have
Take a threat.
a new acting ensign, please?
I don't think
you have
there's
to
a
up
more
one.
Romulan way I could have gone about that.
This one seems defective.
Damn.
Hey, being in Starfleet's hard.
Hey, I got a momentum back. Where is it?
Eventually, I will give you a marker. Not those markers. That would be something else.
There it is.
It is right about here.
Okay.
Now what?
It crack you open. There it is. Their suppression system. They always put in a backup just in case a fire breaks out in a cell. But if I write and reroute, he's going to try and trick the system into thinking that there's a small internal fire within here, and for the prisoner's safety, the force field will go down.
Sorry. Control or daring plus security. I could see it either way. Div 2.
Yeah.
That does sound like a silly little Federation countermeasure.
Not only did he kill engineering staff with a foam, but he's about to do it to himself too.
Why do they have foam in here? Ah!
Control, security.
Fed is going to get a trauma whenever he sees foam now.
Might
Foam
be about to
party
get a trauma
now!
whenever he sees a Romulan.
Reverse engineering again.
Yeah.
I succeeded. Hang on. God!
Thanks. You do have enough to quash that, though.
Hang on. I gotta go through my medals.
You don't have to. You just want to. There is a difference.
Yeah. Damage. This is the focus one. Medal of Honor. Generate 2 bonus momentum. Quash.
Didn't you already do that?
That was my other medal. Legion of Honor.
Okay. Carry on.
And I also have a cluster on my Medal of Honor anyway. So
Very well.
even if it was the same one.
Shields down.
Ven is going to try. So what else is in this room?
There's a control panel. There's a little food replicator in the wall. Actually, no, it wouldn't be in this room. It'd be in another. It'd be like in a nearby room. Because the purpose of a break cell is just to have as little stuff in there as possible in the event a prisoner gets out of their cell.
Okay. Well, here's my fun idea. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get to the terminal and I am going to put in my command code and then reset my command code.
Sounds like we have an opposed rule, folks.
Password reset.
Control plus command opposed.
Like, he couldn't have given it to a worse person. He gave it to the security officer, for fuck's sake.
Control command.
I have the paranoid trait.
I hate this so much. Take a wait, I have a better idea.
So,
I know.
then, what did we learn about command codes?
We'll worry about that later, one thing at a time.
I would like to spend my milestone that I once spent scanning for cloaked Romulan vessels. As I'm wording this as, I have to outwit a Romulan here.
Okay, you can do that.
So, spending that, and then on the value, I think quick on my feet.
Fair enough.
So I get 2 free hits, then
That's
spending 2 momentum, for a 3rd die. I do not have a focus on this though.
Rylov, you how much of the threat pool am I using?
I don't know. I was going to ask paranoid for ill or for good.
Unfortunately, it gives you 1 free hit.
Awesome.
In Romulan, it's called wary.
Romulan is called wary. Yeah. And well, I would assume I've got a mission directive to this.
No, unfortunately.
I was meaning in general.
Yeah.
However, there is my loyalties to the chain of command. And this is what I am doing it for.
Okay, I'll activate your determination with 3 threat.
And then I'll give you 2 for the other die.
Okay.
I do have a focus in paranoia.
Unfortunately.
Awesome.
Do you want me to roll first, Ben? Oh, there we go. Interesting.
Wait.
Did we draw?
Well, I spent a determination, so that's 5 hits.
As did I. With a free hit.
So
Oh,
two.
no, yeah.
So your determinations cancel each other out. So
So he's actually got me
makes
for
sense.
1 at the moment.
You're beating. Yeah, Ben's beating Ryloff by 1.
Okay.
All right. For 2 momentum, I'm willing to ask the rest of the table to proffer the rest of the table an opportunity to help Ven and give him suggestions. But that's only if the 2 momentum are spent. If
Nice.
Ven wants to help.
Hang on. First, I'm gonna roll my challenge die for untapped.
Sure.
What?
Thank you. Well, spend at
If
least
I
one of
was
those
a
bonus.
veteran, that'd be great.
I think Ven has to pull himself up by his own bootstraps. So.
I am spending the 2 momentum though. The 1 bonus I just generated and 1.
Honestly,
Didn't
at this stage, Thralik's off on a different planet. Pen's on fucking shore leave. And at the moment, you're the only person we know where is. So, you're on your own here, bud.
Any other helpful suggestions from the table?
Thank you.
Computer
I mean,
lockout.
You're in a cell. I'm not sure what you can do.
So he's stuck behind this door.
No, he has his control of the ship back. Well, he has his command codes back. He can just walk around the door. He can walk around the ship, but he's currently by himself.
Yeah, but he's forgotten a key fact.
Go ahead.
Lieutenant Rylov is also in the system as a lieutenant who outranks him.
No, that's exactly the issue that Ven kind of twigged on eventually, is that Ryloff is not a lieutenant in the system. Ryloff needed command codes to do anything, which Ven now has. Well, he's regained.
I mean,
Yeah, I locked out my old command codes and gave myself new ones.
Well, what is if the ship has been seized
Mm-hmm.
and Vin is free at the moment? Would that make Vin the ship's senior most standing officer?
If the ship detects that he's the only remaining officer in an emergency, it would allow him to activate self-destruct sequences on his own. But if there is another officer, they would have to concur with his order. But they'd be prompted by the computer. The computer would ping them wherever they were on the ship and go, "Hey, someone's trying to do this."
Vin, you should enter the self-destruct, because if you're the highest ranking person, right, that means at best you have enlisted personnel to help you retake the ship, so you probably can't. Like, you don't have enough manpower anymore to retake the ship, so better not let it fall in any enemy hands. But if you're not the only officer left, the ship will tell you, and it will tell another officer, and that officer will know you are alive, and that might help you get an idea of where to go or to who to look for help. So you could use the computer in that way.
Yeah.
you're telling him to Winchester.
Plus, it gives me a bargaining chip.
Yeah, I mean, he really can't allow the ship to fall into enemy hands because of the engine, right?
And the torpedo system.
Yeah, there's a lot of top secret stuff on this ship that can't fall into enemy hands.
All right.
Also, he already knows what awaits him if he doesn't go out with a bang. Like, he's gonna be tortured to death.
Alrighty. Then, realizing the stakes in the situation, is going to first off lock this door.
Locked. Got it.
Yeah, haha. Because if anything, it puts a delay on anyone trying to get to him. Then Ven is going to enter the self-destruct code.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Well, there is someone, another officer who is alive because you saved her. Asa, you're somewhere else on the ship. You've kind of learned what Ven's learned at this point, and it's just you're kind of the only officer you're aware of. And hey, your computer, as you're looking up something in the computer, trying to figure out what you're going to do with your Type 3 phaser and a ship full of people, there is a ping that the ship is alerting you that Ensign Ven is attempting to activate the self-destruct sequence and is asking if you concur, because you are the only other senior officer aboard the ship.
I guess to rewind for a second, I'm totally picturing that like she like went full Rambo here, like she's wearing like a bandana off of like a ripped part of her uniform, and like the second she saw like Romulan officers wandering around, she dove into a Jeffries tube and was like going to hide it out. And
Oh my god.
upon seeing this request, can I like click on this and like see if I can like, while hiding in the Jeffries tube, like communicate with Ven?
You totally can, yep.
Oh my god, Cadet, you're alive. I thought I was the only one left.
Yeah, but we don't have much time. I have, well, I don't want to say a plan, but a Hail Mary.
I'm
If we activate the ship's self-destruct and then you patch us in through the ship's communications, we can offer an ultimatum: leave or everything goes.
Sounds like a plan if I've ever heard one. Computer, I concur with the ship self-destruct. Security code Alpha Ava Charlie.
One moment, please.
Oh no.
See, I don't even have to play Star X to get y'all to blow your own ships up.
Yeah, so obviously 2 people are going to be rolling, or 3 people rolling new characters. What ship do we want next?
Hey,
War Canoe.
If you say you'll play on an Earlbirth, he may let you keep the characters, just not the ship.
War Canoe. Let's go.
Self-destruct sequence activated. All hands abandon ship. Self-destruct sequence activated. All hands abandon ship. And a display countdown starts ticking away. That said, the way this is going to work is at the end, combat timing is in effect only because if you basically have forced a tachyon collider mass destruction, since you can't cause a matter antimatter destruction, they can just flood sections of the ship with the foam and then unleash all the plasma fire across the ship. So you won't have absolute annihilation, but the ship's basically going to be wrecked and blown apart. So good luck recovering anything. Unfortunately, anyone who's on the ship is absolutely dead. Yes, it's not antimatter, but you're still very dead. At the end of the round, I roll a challenge die. If I roll an effect, the ship has destroyed itself. On the second round, I roll 2 dice. If an effect appears, so on, and it gets worse the longer it takes. Because eventually, the collider's gonna unleash its devastation on the ship. Actually, unique to the tachyon collider, I'm imagining now that I think about it, this tachyon collider goes, "Oh, increasing time dilation." It just fires you into the future.
Oh, great. We're going to meet the U.S.S. Discovery.
The worst hell.
Okay, Cadet. Patch us through to whoever you think you can patch us through to.
Oh, and as you're about to do that, you hear a lot of footsteps happening as people are slamming against the door, because I think some Romulans might have figured out that you hacked into the system and someone told them to get the hell in there before oh great, stop him.
Yeah.
Yep. We're going to try and patch through shipwide communications.
That's your combat action?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you want to say over the comms?
Attention all enemy combatants. I have initiated the ship's self-destruct. If you do not leave now, this ship will destroy itself, with all of you on board. This is your last chance to leave.
Ryloff, you're the senior officer present. Do you wish to oppose this, or do you want to get off this stupid boat?
Okay, there's what you've told me. There's the...
Yeah, you're messaging me.
Yeah, so we can do like a
Oh, okay.
support fleet Oberth.
Y'all could always join House of Gita another game, another show.
We will start a majority withdrawal. That's not like telling Ben, that's telling you. That, yeah, majority.
GM.
Yeah.
Can I make a distraction for Ben to have as much time as possible by jumping out of the vents and starting to shoot the Romulans?
You could keep the initiative and go, aha! And
All
attack
right.
them.
All right, let's do that.
Before you do that, Ryloff, do you say anything to Ben, or you just give the order?
If it was a replyable thing, then it's Cadet. The evacuation of this ship is possible, and if any of your crew do manage to survive, they're never going to get home. When whatever systems went wrong, your ship is far, far off course. We at least have a chance. That being my people. You're removing all of that from yours.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm comfortable just where I am.
Keeping the initiative, Asa?
I don't even necessarily. I just want the dramatic moment. I don't even necessarily need to roll for it.
Oh no! Hey, you might get some of them. You might buy them all kinds of time. It would be note to Ryloff. At least half of your crew has evacuated. The other half hasn't left yet because it takes time to leave a ship.
Yeah.
And note whatever Starfleet crew that are free and running around, they ran to the escape pods just because that's the training. Get to it if there's a general destruction order. Get off the ship. This is not a drill. Get off the damn boat.
I mean, whoever
All
we
right.
had as prisoners, they're just being left in the holds that they were probably gathered in because
Yeah,
that's not
which-
our problem. That's our bargaining chip right there,
I
and you
believe-
just ignored it.
There is a momentum and a threat to keep.
Okay.
Can I do something?
So can I spend? All right. I will give you one threat. For 3 dice, and then I'm trying to remember. Would it be useful to go for the area effect here?
Yes, definitely.
All right. Then is that one momentum?
No, you would. I presume you have your rifle in your hand.
Okay.
It's
All
just
right,
a
so
minor
I will-
charge. Yeah.
Okay. Then I will go for that and roll.
Gained a momentum. You hit.
Okay. I apologize. Can someone quickly remind me how many challenge dice go in the box for Type 3? 4.
4.
Alright.
Pew! Thud. 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 Thud, I said. Thud.
I don't
You
think
just
you get
pop
the-
out of a thing, blast, and it white beam the four of them, and they go flop.
No, it is. Yeah. I was like, is it one to
Rambo.
activate?
So now you go back into the little corridor, and you have a really emotional scene about what they did to you in Vietnam, or I guess on Bajor.
For
Yeah,
Bajor!
yeah.
Ah!
I will never be I will never be subjugated again. And then I'm going to dive back into my cover in the Jeffrey soup.
That would. Well, it's relevant. It would cost a momentum or a threat to take the extra minor.
Sure. I'll give you a threat because why not?
Sure. All right. Nope. Up into the vents I go. Ryloff, you're the only actor right now. You were talking to your security team, and they're like, "Okay, we're getting to the door, sir. We're about to. What's that? Ah!"
And then you do hear a scream for Bajor at the back of the thing, and then she shoots all four of them.
Right. Well, I'm aware of Starfleet. So we will find out one interesting thing. We're presently evacuating, yeah?
Yep.
And this
Half your crew
is-
is already evacuated.
It's feasible to just reroute someone that would have been going probably around this area just through here. Yeah?
Yeah, I can spend threat to have
As
people
a-
show up in this corridor.
Yeah, as a grabbing those guys thing. This is not rerouting anyone that would make them take significantly longer and put their own lives in danger. But if it's they can get through here and just grab them, sure.
So you're intending to move into this corridor, is my guess?
Intended to have men move into that corridor and basically take them away.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Give me control plus command difficulty of 2.
Control command.
You spend threat because this is still a hostile NPC doing PC
yes.
doing stuff.
Oh, I forgot I had a thing. Never mind. Okay. Well, I'm paranoid, so that's always going to come into play.
Comp increase.
Yep.
What if there's booby traps in there? Like, no,
Yeah,
she
it
just
was a
shot them.
Bajoran. Yeah.
Yeah.
A focus in guerrilla tactics. Because we are aware of who is out there.
True. Yep.
I mean, there's
Wouldn't
only
you be
so many
looking for
people
like
that would scream for Bajor.
anti-guerrilla? Wouldn't you be looking for anti-guerrilla tactics here?
See,
Counter-revolutionary tactics. Oh.
I had a Bajoran character with guerrilla warfare or the implementation of them as a focus, and he's got tactics. So he's aware of the strategies that are used, less the direct application of them. I did actually put a thought into that when I made the character. As a fun note, I was like, yeah, okay, so I'll give you 3, yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Which I
You're
have.
able to get them evacuated.
Yep.
All right.
By the way, I
Here
never
it comes.
rolled this before. It doesn't work,
Okay.
but yeah.
Second round. The timer continues ticking down. Last act was the Romulan team, so it goes to Starfleet team. What do you do?
Does it though?
We never
Oh.
managed to get the shields repaired, did we?
It's kind of moot at this point.
What's that? Yeah.
Well,
But
I
when
mean,
you-
we want the shields down so that they can beam up.
Yeah.
But what? The Romulans, if they're coming on and off, probably are beaming and not taking shuttles. So, shields up, you could make sure a lot of Romulans go down with you. Also, if you put the shields up, that makes the Romulans' primary plans no longer stopping the countdown, but taking the shields offline.
Yeah,
Right? That kind of diverts their attention.
yeah. Putting the shields up makes problems for them.
Not to be like the devil on your shoulder, but we also were threatening them with the purpose of making them leave to deactivate the self-destruct. If you put the shields up, that's kind of like accepting your fate, knowing that you are in fact going to blow up the ship and kill yourself.
Gotta do what you gotta do, right?
Jesus Christ, Winchester.
Yeah.
Both options are valid here. Then you just have to make the choice.
He can't help that his Winchester's showing.
I mean, I'm right.
In a manner, there's also the Starfleet situation to consider on that aspect.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I should be the one to point out right now.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep the shields down. I don't know what else I can do.
I mean,
You can always ask Asa. She's on the line.
Actually, wait, I have a question. So, can I get any readings from the exterior sensors?
You could. You could use that as your action. Do a sensor sweep.
Yeah, I think I would like to know what the hell is going on outside the ship.
Difficulty would be. Oh, wait, hold on. Sensor. Aha, that's what I thought. So, would be this. When it would be this is now this. And you fix the structural thing, so there's no comp increase. The tachyonic collider does not affect sensors, I believe.
No, just engines.
Reason science, difficulty 3, assisted by sensors plus science.
Okay.
Part of the difficulty increase is that you're overriding, and also the sensor systems are damaged, so you're trying to find workarounds to get it to see what's going on around you.
Spending a momentum, sensor operations.
Roger. One moment. Fudge muffins. Hold on. According to sensors, you're somewhere in the Gamma Quadrant. There's a Derridex class Warbird in close range to you. There are two damaged freighters that are a bit of distance from you. You also detect the presence of a tachyonic wormhole. It's not the wormhole in the Gamma Quadrant. It's a wormhole that the Achilles created by accident. Do you have any questions you wish to ask about your sensor readings?
Yeah, I do get a free one, don't I?
You do.
What is the status of the Romulan ship?
It has impacts across all its systems, but it isn't damaged.
Got it.
It's like it's likely that you accidentally pulled them in with you through that tachyonic wormhole, and they kind of took a moment of opportunity.
Or it was an act of aggression. Thank you very much.
Yes. They might have perceived your wormhole creation as a act of attack.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
Does Asa wish to keep, or are you going to let it go to Rylov?
I will let it go to Rylov.
Rylov.
I am putting the fate of the ship in the hands of Ven.
As a note, all Starfleet personnel have evacuated the ship aside from you two.
Does that include the ones we just locked in?
No, the prisoners are stuck.
Yeah.
They can't. Some of them. There's a handful that probably escaped, sort of Rambo style, but there's a lot that are still in captivity. Presumably.
Presumably. Corpses don't make good bargaining chips. Though apparently he wants to make the bargaining chips into corpses. So, let's see. We will have a attempt. Actually, we have transport. First thing is to establish a backup of should the self-destruct be occurring of a beam out. I don't know how many Romulans are still on the ship. Actually,
At least half of your strike team is still aboard.
At least half of them. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
you can tell them to evacuate too this turn. Like you can continue.
Oh, yes.
It's just that the order, they don't have to actively tell their crew to leave. The alarms are doing that.
Yes, they're still leaving.
Okay.
Aside from a party that's remaining on the bridge, presumably volunteers, because we always have plenty of those.
Right.
And the a role for establishing the advantage of should the self-destruct be occurring, the majority of such will be getting off the bridge, as they'll be beamed out.
Control plus command or engineering, difficulty of 2 to establish that advantage.
Well, I have the same. Either way, I do have paranoid still.
Complication increase, unfortunately.
Inscrutable, in the manner that issuing these orders would, in this particular situation, sounds. Most people would be a little bit frazzled, to say the least, and he does not sound that way.
It wouldn't affect the roll per se, but it will make it, even if he succeeds or he gets a complication, I can't raise the complication, or the players can't raise the complication of, oh, the morale goes down. It's like, well, no, he's inscrutable. It's like ordering a Romulan ale from the replicator. It's just a thing he does.
I do have the survivor trait.
That would kick in. It would drop down to div 1.
And a survival focus.
That would apply.
For surviving strike missions at this point. Seems relevant. I'll give you a threat. Or spend a threat, rather.
Yeah.
Terrific.
So, you gained a threat.
I do have, well, it's probably the Starhawk of Honor, let's be honest.
Yeah.
But yes, I have that to remove a complication.
Gotcha. So the complication gets squashed. I believe it bounces to Asa. She can try to escape the ship.
Yeah, no, that's a coward's way out.
See, Asa gets it.
Yeah. Can I possibly get to Rylov? Do I know
You
where
could.
Rylov is? Okay.
Oh my god.
You could, at this turn, you could start moving up toward the bridge where he is. You don't get there until the top of next round, but you would start making your way up through the Jeffrey soup to get to where he is. All right, end of the round. 2 dice.
Yep.
Aza's going full Terminator here.
And doesn't matter. Boom.
Well, that doesn't matter for me. Necessarily.
In space.
Nobody
Full of
can
silence.
scream.
And then the Achilles seems to vibrate in place, like it's shaking, and there's almost an afterimage of it everywhere. And then whoop, and it vanishes before the Romulan's eyes.
Unfortunately, I had that advantage set up. Downside, you were talking to a Romulan.
If I can find them. New scene.
Yay, I regained my 3 stress that I got chipped out of me from touching the force fields.
The room around you shudders and shakes, and then whoop, and then you find yourself standing in a holodeck.
Or let's just slow cat playing.
Ben just sort of crumples into like a cross-legged sitting position.
Well,
Destroying your own ship without allowing it to fall into the hands of the enemy. That is a brave captain.
Well, Hoka's 2 cents. For Thralic, Cham is the other command officer who's helping evaluate the test. Because, well,
Yep.
Thralic is currently busy.
Oh, and I'll step in as Cham.
well, Ensign, I will say I am impressed. I honestly didn't think someone could make a test go so badly.
Aw. Yeah. I really fumbled up there.
So, what did we learn about command codes?
Right, yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, I did what I could to fix that.
I mean, on the plus side, you didn't let them take the ship.
That is something.
You were fortunate and able to recover your command codes and reset them in time. However, you then sacrificed the entirety of the surviving crew.
Who's
A wise
like
plan when there is no opportunity for complete victory.
is who's like still in the full Rambo outfit. It's just kind of like I don't know if this is the right time to go so harsh on the cadet. He, given the circumstances, Ensign, I believe at every step you made the most logical choice you could make.
Lieutenant Commander, do you wish to go back into the simulation?
I mean, I would be lying, Captain, if I said I wasn't having fun.
Asa, you're kind of scary when you're pinned against the wall.
She is as her situation has made her.
Ben's just sort of
I've
awkwardly
never
tugging at his collar, just incredibly uncomfortable at the sheer number of pips in this room.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen a Bajoran
Absolutely
who
tearing
can
him to shreds.
take a phaser blast so well. Good job.
Yes, you have.
Thank you.
Hoka?
Yeah, Varner got shot like right
Hoka's-
next to him at one point.
Oh, you're right. There was this one Bajoran, but he didn't do it with the grace that you did. He just kind of flopped to the ground.
The Cation captain of Thatton, who I think this is the first time Ben's meeting him. Most of the crew's meeting him. The one thing I'll suggest to you, Ensign, is did it ever occur to you to engage in diplomacy with the Romulans to figure out why they were so hostile to you and what their purpose was on the ship?
the thought had crossed my mind, but well, when the encounter opened with open hostilities, that kind of set the tone for most of my engagements going forward, and I did make an attempt to understand what was happening with Rylov, and well, that didn't go well.
You were informed that we were far away from home, that several of your crew were alive. I admittedly did leave details on numbers out, but that is a fairly standard Romulan practice. What information is not needed to be said won't be said. You never pried.
He was already near death at that point.
It is the duty of a Starfleet officer, when he has others under his command, to ensure their safety, Ensign, if at all possible.
Yes.
You reacted very emotionally to Lieutenant Rylov's perceived betrayal and didn't think through your possibilities.
Any other feedback we want to give the ensign before we vote on his pass-fail? Athaton looks around the room, and I'll note that Athaton's here because Ahoka's assisting with the test, but Athaton's here as a sort of outside the ship adjudicator to ensure people aren't being either too harsh on their fellow officer or too easy. So he's kind of making sure you're applying the test fairly.
I would just like to remind the ensign that no matter the results of this test, that you did the best you could, and that there will always be room for improvement, no matter how well or poorly you do.
That's the truth, says Athaton. Doesn't matter how many pips you get, the job doesn't get necessarily any easier, and you will screw up. You will screw up bad. The test of a good officer is making sure you and your crew come out the other end.
And learning from those mistakes.
Nods.
And say that again, Captain.
I do want to note that early on, when the engines were first showing in trouble, there was a good moment of hesitation, of wondering what to do, and if you should activate emergency systems. Those are hard decisions to make, but you should make them and commit to them. Wasting time I'm debating what to do during a fire just gets everyone killed.
Agreed, Lieutenant. I saw a lot of hesitation during the initial moments of the exercise.
It's probably your first time going through a Kobayashi Maru, eh, Anson?
Yeah.
It's not all Klingon warships and battles. Sometimes we have to test you in ways that you don't expect. So, and we did give a little bit of a break to you in making sure it was the Achilles rather than some Miranda class or some Defiant. But even then, you have to make sometimes the test is a little harder when you're testing against your own ship, even if it is a facsimile. It's hard to watch your own ship burn.
Ensign.
Yes, Captain?
Tell me, what would you change?
Well, forgive me for this might sound odd, Captain, but I think looking back, I don't think I would change anything. Now hear me out. That's not to say that I think I did perfectly or flawlessly. Oh no, far from it. I botched a lot of that. But I feel like to be in command and to have to make those decisions, you have to stand by those decisions, even if the results blow up in your face. And to constantly second guess myself with, well, what if I had done this, or what if I had done that? I feel like that doesn't really help.
The only note I would give you is when things start going wrong, just pick a path and follow it. Don't allow moments of doubt to come in. Once you have a plan forward, proceed. Just do it.
That is the Klingon way.
It's the Cation way.
It's the only way to truly lead. If you keep doubting every decision and you keep hesitating when a decision needs to be made, you won't make one.
All right. Everyone touch the appropriate grading stick. If you believe he passed, touch the white stick. If you believe he failed, touch the black stick. Just move your token onto it.
Are we doing this in open ballot then?
Yes, once we've all picked our sticks, we're going to beat you with them.
Now it doesn't matter. He's passed.
Unless it's a super majority.
Which one does Cham vote for? Oh, hold on.
No, I need to rethink that for a second.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah,
oh, sorry. You
that's why
sorry.
that's why I moved it off.
Okay, sorry. I thought I was misclicking on your part.
Uh-oh.
Then, give me presence plus command, difficulty of 3, to see how much you impress the Thatton. Because he is an NPC. I have to act. We'll see how he feels about you. The difficulty is increased because you did things that he wouldn't have done. So it's a little harder.
Right.
Given that he's a diplomacy-focused officer. So...
Yeah.
I'll diplomacy everything. Like, that's why I laughed when Arlen was saying, "Hey, I should do this." Like, that's something I would totally do with that. But I have the stats for it and the talents for it, so it's different.
Yeah, I have. Just hold on. I'm going through like all of my stuff.
Yep.
Because this is like my big role of the game.
Yeah.
Do you need a determination?
I do.
Yeah, I'll give you one.
Okay.
Yeah, because Penn gave you a big old pep talk, and maybe that'll sway a Thatton a bit.
I don't. Would we have a directive considering this mission is basically his Kobayashi Maru?
Yeah. Learn from a no-win situation. It's kind of the primary directive. That's the primary directive of this test. Learn what a no-win situation is and how to deal with it.
Spend towards directive then?
Yep.
Okay. Take 2 threat.
Certainly.
I have no focus on this. I just need 1 hit. And I got a hit.
That is. That looks around. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 1, 2, 3. Then I would congratulate you on passing. He steps away from the orb, and the sticks fade away now that the computer's logged your votes. But understand that although you did pass, there are officers who would question those orders. Those same black marks are the sort of things that could make officers underneath you question you. That said, you're just an ensign. You're going to learn how not to screw up. That's your job from here on in. Not just being just a scientist, not being just an explorer, but also able to lead the people that you're responsible for, be they crewmen, junior officers, or civilians. Failing here is far better than failing out there. So test a lot and take all the feedback you can, both positive and negative. And at the end of it, maybe you'll have an extra pip down the road. I believe that's the end of the test, everybody. He looks around. Kind of a open, like, if anyone else has anything to say.
If you have any questions for those who didn't give you a pass, feel free to ask why.
Yes, Captain.
I'd encourage converse with those who did as well. It's good to understand all perspectives.
There is
And congratulations, Ensign.
Yes, there is a tendency among many people to internalize only negative feedback and hold it in a greater weight than positive feedback. You should hold both in equal weight, no matter how good or bad it is.
Thank you.
Now, I don't know about the rest of you. I'm going to get a drink. That was a long test.
Hook says, yes, something to drink, and maybe some gah too. And as he passes Van Hill says, I hope, and I'm sure my Lord Oda hopes one day to hear of your great victories in battle, and planets and diplomacy and all that too.
Van just blinks.
Well, I have an appointment with the Alcarans and the Aldemona. I have some questions.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me, Ensign, congratulations. And if you want to talk about anything that happens during this test, just check what hours I'm free.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna need that.
But first, I am going to go take a shower, because that was a long and sweaty test.
Well, maybe next time you can and work your way A up.
Right. Yeah.
Try not to blow up the ship next time. I may know score better. And he leaves.
Cadet, or ensign, sorry. Do you have the belief that I would genuinely betray you? And this ship?
Well, I didn't want to believe it. I think that might be why I reacted the way I did.
Question things. You are a scientist. You are a Starfleet officer. We ask questions.
Value
Not
call out.
everything
That's
is
why I'm
always
laughing.
SOCs.
Wow. And I think you probably know my job better than I do.
I would hope not. Then he's just gonna start leaving.
Does Ben do anything before leaving the holodeck? As the arch sits there in the void.
He's just gonna walk to the wall. He's just gonna walk along the perimeter of the holodeck, just taking it all in. Eh. Eh.
It's a pretty big holodeck.
It's a pretty big holodeck.
See, I've got a question for Ben before it leaves.
Hmm?
How does it feel that his own captain failed him?
Yeah, that's the rough one. He'd be in a
Mhm.
much more confident position if the captain had believed in him. But
That's not going to come back to bite anyone in the ass
Oh
later.
no, Penn didn't say he didn't believe in you. He just failed you on the test.
Yeah.
He didn't say
but I
that
mean,
he
what's
did
the
believe in
difference?
him either. He just failed him in the test.
True.
And Ben will leave.
And that will be the end of the episode.